This is Ian Aber, and this is a very special, very short Straight People. It is 1 o'clock in the morning, the day before the election, and all is quiet at the Aber Broom household. My husband and I are doing well. We've already voted, so, it's just time to reflect and think about what's coming up in the next week. I would like to say that no matter what happens, everything's going to be okay, but I'm not a fucking idiot. But what I will say is that as somebody who's been through few elections in my lifetime, that I'm always reminded that no matter what happens, no matter what kind of regime change takes place at the very upper echelons of the straight patriarchy, that people are what drive social change. Movements like the gay rights movement and the Me Too movement and the Black Lives Matter movement are not on the arms and shoulders of politicians. They are created in the minds and the hearts of the people. And no matter what happens with this election, what direction it goes in, how crazy it gets, we're never going back to the way it was before. Gay people aren't going back in the closet. Black people aren't going to stop fighting for their rights to live free from police tyranny. Women are not going to go back to taking the shit from men that they've been taking forever. So even if the worst outcome comes to pass in the next week or so, the human spirit doesn't get affected in any way. All great social change, the fabric of what we know to be society, is driven by people, by individuals coming together as communities, raising voices that then politicians cannot ignore. And I think where we are historically is that the internet has been this great equalizer, and we're finally getting to the point where they can't hide what they do anymore. They can't hide it. They can't hide what they do. They just can't do it. And the generation that's coming up now, the millennials have changed the world. Gen Z is going to change the world. And we're just waiting for those boomers to retire to obscurity. And, Gen Xers, you need to step aside because we really didn't do that much for anybody. But I will say this, and I hope that anyone who's listening to this podcast regularly understands that Straight People is about how we're the same, not how we're different, and how normal it can be for queer people to exist in straight spaces if straight people are raised around queer people. I think if there's one huge lesson from all of the Straight People episodes, is that number one thing is that if you're a straight person who grows up in an environment where queer people aren't weird or dangerous or sick in any way, then you don't grow up with that homophobia. You just see gay people as regular people, right? And I think that also is true in a lot of ways. The other thing about this podcast would be that, being queer isn't about being a gay man anymore. Being queer is about being gender non-binary. It's about being trans. It's about being bi. There's more to the world than white gay men. Thank God. So while this week is unfolding, if you need your pumpkin spice, if you need your weighted blanket, if you need your edibles, I'm going to have all three of those things. Do whatever you need to do to keep your sanity. But remember at your core, at your very core, that you are an agent of change. You are a cause for goodness and for love in the world. And for that, I personally thank you, because I can't do what I do without the support of fantastic, amazing, straight and queer people, white and black people, men and women, trans, cis, all of it. I need you all. And I want you to feel like that you can count on me. So in the coming weeks, we're going to keep doing episodes. This was just a quick, I know it's going to be a crazy week. I know the world feels like it's about to explode and it's about to burn, but this too shall pass. This is just another chapter in the book. We're not writing the end right now. We're just writing another chapter in the book. And no matter what happens, nothing is ever going to be the same. Things have changed fundamentally. So if we win, Yay! But also, there's much more work to be done. And if we don't win, take that knee for a moment. Take that day. Take that second. Take whatever you need to do to feed yourself and to self-care yourself. But then get ready because still got work to do. I hope you guys have a great week, if that's even possible. Know that I love and care about you. Please listen to the podcast. We got a lot of great episodes coming up, a lot of great people. I think we're going to have a good time. My name's Ian Aber. This has been Straight People, just the election edition, baby. The pre-election. What is it going to happen? Whatever happens, I love you, and you're strong enough to deal with it, okay? Kisses.